What's poppin', y'all? It looks like Ice Spice's team has been trying to pull the wool over our eyes for quite a while now, and they've been developing it, but they recently got exposed. I'm here to propose a conspiracy theory, not a conspiracy theory, a valid theory that Ice Spice is in another fake relationship. So the first time there was a quote-unquote fake relationship was with Central C. Now this was, and I guessed this correctly, this was lined up for promotion for a song that they were going to have together. Now, of course, everyone can say, man, that's obvious. Yeah, in hindsight 2020. Y'all weren't saying that when the first indication came out. But the reason why I thought it was odd was because it didn't seem like Central C would need a song with Ice Spice or even do a song with Ice Spice at that point, because he was just scorching hot. And even with his most recent album, he's done outstanding numbers and put out quality work. But with Ice Spice, they faked that relationship and they ended up dropping it and basically letting people know, like, they never actually said they were together. And that's a similar situation that's going on right now. So this case is different because 2024, the latter half of 2024, last 6 months, wasn't so great for Ice Spice in terms of music. Like, she didn't have any songs go, and Ice Spice needs a catchy hit song in the mix. But Ice Spice has been able to elevate herself to celebrity status, and it's not just because of her music. She's kind of like a new generation, like cultural, I hate to use the word icon, but we can call her like an it girl. That's fair enough. She's not an icon, of course not, but she's an it girl. She has this unique look, especially with the hair, the wig, whatever. People actually think it's real. The hair, the overall look, how she doesn't do too much. And this comes off great. She's collaborated with fashion, and not collaborated as in done any collections or anything, but she's kind of being used by them. And in hip hop, at least, her relationship status remained a mystery. So she was with Riot. I know she was with Riot for a while, but we don't know if she's still with Riot. But the easiest way to stay relevant is in a relationship. So I think they linked her up with this dude, Sauce Gardner. So if you guys are unfamiliar with Sauce Gardner, as I was unfamiliar, he's an NFL player. He's a young dude, 24, so about around the same age as Ice Spice. Ice Spice is 25, and he plays for the New York Jets. And she may have been in a relationship with him, if it's real, since September. Because in September of 2024, at the opening game of the Jets, Ice Spice was in attendance. They did win this game. And she was also photographed with the owners of the Jets, the owner of the Jets and his wife. The first time that they were ever spotted publicly, her and Sauce Gardner, was in February, like late February. And this was in a video which I'll play you guys right now. So as you guys can see, that's them on the escalator of a mall, and it's Sauce Gardner behind her, the security in front of her, and then someone else behind her. And if you guys recall, she's been teasing a song right now, and she's letting everybody know that she's thick again after having gotten skinny. So she's been making multiple attempts at getting back lit in hip hop, which is basically just showing her body, sadly enough. The reason why we're seeing her there is because we're meant to see her. No celebrity is going to a mall and not trying to be noticed. It's almost like, even if you're a B-list celebrity, you're going to get noticed, or a C-list, because a mall is just such a large concentration of people in one place, in one building. So it's not like you're moving around street to street, hopping in a car, going somewhere else, that you know you're going to get noticed. And then she's with Sauce Gardner, so they know for sure they're going to get noticed. So why would they just be hanging out together? They're not collaborating on music, but hey, maybe they're quote-unquote friends, right? No. At this point, they were incepting the idea that they were in a relationship together. And this starts spreading across Shade Room, and everywhere else. And some people might say, oh, well, why would this be put to the forefront? Well, like I said, the record label doesn't necessarily benefit from Ice Spice being in a relationship with Sauce Gardner because he's not a music artist. But I think there are other people at play, perhaps some PR team, or PR company or management, or something that's affiliated with Ice Spice that wants to make sure that she is popular and famous and talked about outside of just hip hop. Sauce Gardner, I think they're trying to do the same with him. I think they're trying to make him more of a star. Not necessarily the NFL, but whatever place he's signed to. And what better way of doing that than linking him up with a famous rapper to date? I mean, we saw how much Drewski benefited from dating Ruby Rose, whether that was real or not. Drewski says it was real, and now she walked it back and said it was real as well. So in February, they start attending some parties together. So they're at Vanity Fair together. They were funny enough, they were at Drewski's premiere for one of his shows. So they're not just showing up there together as friends again. And then April 1st is when Sauce Gardner posts her on his Instagram. So he posts in a carousel of him in New York City, and you can see Ice Spice from the side. You can't really see her face, and you can see her behind him. And she replied to it with the comment, just like a 1 on the comment section. And then this fuels the rumors even more. And this is the thing. Ice Spice knows what she's doing. This guy knows what he's doing. But who is it that's orchestrating what they are doing? And where things got a little bit not iffy, I would say where things scaled up is Aiden Ross's most recent boxing event, because Sauce Gardner and Ice Spice attended. And there was a bit of a moment that they were put under pressure, and I think they handled it perfectly. So I'm going to play you guys that clip right now.
Yeah. Okay. Trying to think what song you might know. Oh, that's a kiss cam? Oh, wow.
And they did him like that. I'm doing him now. I'm about to go do him now. Just go for the cheek, bro. Come on, Sauce. Go for the cheek.
Is that a boyfriend who's not?
Yeah,
kissing?
I guess they weren't. Yeah,
they don't want to.
They don't want to kiss.
Boyfriend?
They don't want to
acting
advertise.
like they don't even know each other.
That's what I'm very curious.
It's like they're devastated that the kiss cam went off.
So as you guys see, they got put on the kiss cam, and this is an intense moment because there are tons of people watching this event. Ice Spice, super famous. Sauce Gardner, less so famous outside of football. Most football stars are not as famous even as NBA stars. And we're not talking about like the cream of the crop, top 5 NFL players. We're just talking about generally speaking. But yeah, obviously they don't do the kiss cam. Great move by them. But Ice Spice doesn't look at him like something's about to happen. He doesn't look at her like something's about to happen. They're trained for this situation, and it doesn't come across awkward at all. But shout out to Dana White for making it hilarious, and everyone else on that panel, like Aiden Ross, I think he knows that they're together, or it seems to him that they're together, which that's exactly what it looks like to all of us. But then Ben Dedon comes in and interviews him afterwards.
All right, y'all. I need everybody to quiet down and welcome Sauce Gardner, Ice Spice to the fight. Appreciate it. All right, look. So how you feeling about the fight so far, brother?
Man, it's going good. You know, I think the ladies definitely had the best fight. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Okay. Ice Spice, how you feeling, mama?
I'm chilling. The girls ate though.
Okay, the girl. What y'all got going on?
We chilling.
Okay. You know I used to play football when I was in high school too, Spice. I'm just letting you know. I used to play myself. All right, so who you looking forward to between Oblivion, the Island Boys, and YK Osiris and Scam Likely?
Probably YK Osiris.
You think YK gonna win?
I don't know who gonna win, but you know I'm interested to see for real.
All right, my boy, we just had to come check in with y'all, man. Keep doing your thing, bro. I'll lock your head down.
So as you guys just heard from that clip, the guy's saying, oh yeah, we're chilling. So he answers perfectly as well. It seems like she answers perfectly. Well, she didn't say much, like, oh, the girls ate. This is the thing with Ice Spice. She's not supposed to say much. If she says too much, people might figure out that she may be an airhead. I don't know if she's an airhead or not. But in this situation, I think that this is potentially fake to boost them up and keep them as celebrities, because Ice Spice, keep in mind, September, if they met up in September and now it's January, I feel like they did a slow rollout for it. So they throw up an Instagram post and then they're seen at different events together. And then there was one point where she posts a story of herself eating a meal and he posts a story of himself eating a meal, and it's at the same restaurant, and they kind of like synchronized it, although they didn't tag each other. So they're doing all of these things to allow the audience to figure out, are they together or not? And this is somewhat of a female audience that pays attention to this type of stuff, which is important because remember what I said earlier in a previous video, which I'll try to link in the pinned comments. I will link it in the pinned comments, actually. I know exactly what video I'm talking about, where I said that Ice Spice lost a lot of a female fan base and she can't sustain a male fan base because a lot of males are just lusting after her. They're not really in tune for new music that she drops. So she needs a female audience as a female rapper. And the way to do that is this type of stuff, because it's all over the shade room. They're talking about Ice Spice. They're trying to figure out who she's with. And the reason why she fell out, I talked about in that video with the female audience, is because maybe it's not only just her music, but it's also the fact that they thought she wasn't a girl's girl. Some of them found it that she betrayed Nicki Minaj with some comments they made, and she left her like close friend out to dry and didn't support her, the one that was on tour, that she brought on tour with her, and she was talking trash about other girls, which, you know, most females didn't like, and that's not good for Ice Spice. Now, where does Riot fall into this situation? Because he was dating her for who knows how long. He's basically exclusively produced for her. So is he in a is this like a cuck situation where he's letting her fake these relationships if the relationship is fake? Or is it a situation where he kind of has no leverage and he's stuck? Like, okay, maybe they broke up, but now they're just working professionally, which I can understand. Although that does seem very, very difficult. So with this, I think it's a good move to keep Ice Spice as a potential celebrity and maybe garner her a female fan base. But I don't think they're going to garner her a female music fan base. This is just going to be like a celebrity move to make her a bigger Instagram star or cultural it girl. Because the girls that listen to female rap, they're listening to actual good female rappers, people that can make good music consistently, like a Lotto, for instance, or hell, who's popping right now in female rap, like a Doechii, for instance, right? Although that is a bit of a different audience, and people are listening to her for different reasons than they would be listening to Ice Spice. But for some people that are saying, oh, like this is a bad example, or not a bad example, like look at JT, for instance. JT, for a while, you couldn't name a song that she had dropped. You couldn't name what it was she was doing, but you knew she was dating Lil Uzi Vert, and that's a little bit different because they're two rappers, so there's a mutual gain there in music and in the hip hop music specifically, because it's not even a cross genre relationship. But JT was at all of these events. She kind of became a celebrity. You're like, okay, City Girls to her dating Lil Uzi Vert and chillin', and we still see her everywhere. And I think that's what they're doing with Ice Spice. Although JT went back to rapping, she dropped a song that girls messed with, and Carisha, the other one, she kind of became like a little bit of a celebrity. Then she became a host as well. Then she was dating Diddy, but the relationship with Diddy made her more of a celebrity. That helped her with the show Carisha Please, which was just a gift by Diddy to her. And then now we don't know what she's doing. I think she tried to rap, it flopped. I think she tried to throw a diss to Academics, that didn't really stick. And they were supposed to do an interview, which I'd actually like to see that interview and that conversation between them, but that didn't pan out either. And then she threw Diddy under the bus too, or well, said I don't know what's going on there. Although she knows damn well whatever was going on. But I understand she doesn't want to get brought into legal proceedings. But with this situation, I don't know if it's the greatest idea. I think Ice Spice, if she was in a relationship, it would benefit her to be with a successful rapper. Like a Jack Harlow, Ice Spice, oh man, that is going to light them both on fire. Like just a fake relationship there. But I don't think Jack is the type to really want to do that. And I don't know how it looks to Jack Harlow's audience, because he has a lot of female rap. Female rap fans are fans of Jack Harlow a lot. Like he has a lot of females in his fans in comparison to most other male rappers. So does that harm him? I'm not sure. Like we got to get the females to talk about that. But let me know what you guys think in the comments. Is this real? Is this fake? What's Riot doing in this situation? Does he just have to tuck his tail and deal with it? Like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell if you enjoyed. And I'll see you in the next one. Follow me on Twitter and Instagram. Go to helloyassine.com. Thank you for watching. Peace.